turning a years-long vision into a reality. With a new look, a new name, and a whole lot of big-name acts, Baltimore's historic downtown arena is about to quite literally set the stage for its next chapter, and doing so with a nod to its past.
Because they rebuilt the current arena, the old arena, we get to save the history of the people that walked before them.
This morning, we sit down with the team behind what will soon become the CFG Bank Arena, what visitors can expect when they walk through the doors for the very first time. Plus, from pause to play, fireworks will once again light up the Inner Harbor to ring in the new year, what it took to reach this moment. And hello everyone, I'm Jason Newton. Welcome to 11 TV Hill. 6 decades worth of history in the heart of downtown Baltimore. Everyone from the Fab Four to Martin Luther King Jr. and Sonny Liston graced the stage of the then Baltimore Civic Center. Well, come 2023, Anita Baker, Bruce Springsteen, the CIAA tournament, they will fill the same building. Only now it's remodeled and renamed the CFG Bank Arena. This is a look at the progress made so far in that redevelopment. As you can see, it is a big undertaking. Even with the doors not yet open, the city is already seeing the benefits. Joining us now is CFG Bank Arena General Manager Frank Ramesh and CFG Bank President and CEO Bill Wedel. Thank you both for coming by. Good to see you.
Nice to see you also.
There is a genuine excitement from a Baltimore-born kid hearing some of the things that are happening now at, I want to say, the Baltimore Civic Center, but that's all changed. CFG is in. Tell me a little bit about the change. What's going to be so noticeable for folks when they get there?
Well, I think when you walk inside the building, I think people from Baltimore, they're not going to believe what's happening. Yeah. When you walk in, everything is new. From the guts of the building, the nuts and bolts of the electrical systems, the plumbing systems, to the incredible concession stands and 38 suites that we've never had before. Big, spacious hallways. Remember, this is the same footprint. So what the architects were able to do within that footprint is astronomical. It's just incredible to me.
The stage set you apart. You said that's even gone now.
Yeah, you know, and it's hard for me. I'm a history buff. I love history, and I think about all the iconic figures that were on that stage. Yeah. But it made it miserable for shows. Sure. It absolutely did. So, but the stage being gone and the ceiling being gone, so we can just rig straight down, that opens it up to more shows. You know, they can get in and get out faster, which is saving money and time and all that stuff. So,
Bill, I always wonder about naming rights and for a company, and for you to jump in, decide to put CFG up there. What does this partnership mean for you? Why jump into this?
Well, it was really the perfect timing for us. We became the largest bank headquartered in Baltimore right around this time last year. And as soon as that happened, our entire marketing plan changed. We were working with our marketing firm to develop this great marketing campaign, which we started this past summer. When the Oakview Group approached us in early June, we thought to ourselves, geez, this fits in perfectly with what we're trying to do, because we don't have a lot of name recognition. Sure. We do primarily commercial lending, and we only have 3 branches. So this has just been tremendous for our name and brand recognition.
You mentioned name recognition. When you think of the arena back in the day, there may have been one A-lister. Then you come out with this list of names, Anita Baker, Bruce Springsteen, and Janet Jackson. This has to do something for you. I mean, to see folks calling you now.
Yeah, I'm so used to, and I don't want to talk ill of other cities or buildings, but you know, we're all from Baltimore, and we're just used to being, you know, second rate, you know, compared to DC, and all we ever wanted was a swinging chance. And Baltimore's market and the ability to sell tickets and the diversification of the tickets, we always knew that was there. And I don't want to take away from the old building, but we were just talking about this backstage. It's like we were one of the best teams in the minor leagues. Now we just got moved up to the bigs, and this, I promise you, we've just started. Wait till you see the announcements just coming. Remember, we haven't even opened yet. So they believe, they absolutely believe. The agents and promoters believe. The events are coming. Thank God everyone's buying tickets. You will not be disappointed. And I know he won't be disappointed. He did the right thing.
Was it hard for you to believe, as you saw, some folks are clamoring for a brand new building, knock it down and start all over, and then the idea came in to revamp this one. For you behind the scenes, was it hard to believe that you start getting calls like this?
Yeah, you know, it's funny too. It's surreal. I don't know how else to say this because, again, we were talking about this. I've heard this story. I've been there almost 35 years, and it's probably at least 6 times I've heard the story that we're going to get a new building, we're going to get a new building. And finally we did. And what's what's great for me, and hopefully other people feel this way too, is that because they rebuilt the current arena, the old arena, we get to save the history of the people that walked before them. You know, the Elvis Presleys, the Sinatras, the Martin Luther Kings. That's incredible to me to still be able to point to certain areas. But I'm telling you, you won't see any. Everything is new on the inside. Everything is new, incredible.
Bill, it's hard to match his excitement, but I'm going to try to get you to do so.
I'm sorry.
This seems like a symbiotic relationship. It's not just you plunking down money and then walking away and say, "Put my pretty name up there." Yeah.
That's correct. First of all, Oakview Group. They do business the same way we do. They're very relationship oriented.
Yeah.
They're always looking to do things the right way, and they're always looking to give back to the community. That's exactly who we are. Frank is the same way. We have great conversations talking about that. So we look at it really more than just a business decision. We're looking at it as making an investment in Baltimore and encouraging others to do the same.
Sure. And tell me a little bit about the investment as far as the acts come. Now, you said you're making sure there's a little something for everybody, and I think that's important to you.
Absolutely. First, you had the function had to change of the building. You had to make it easier for shows to move in and move out, and the ability to hang the shows.
Yeah.
And then you had to make it a good experience for the promoters and the acts, right? All the back of house stuff, right? The green rooms and catering, and then the patron, right? Again, Baltimore is a strong and incredible market.
Yeah.
I don't think the arena helped sell the product. So now you have a 1-2 punch, right? I think the arena now has the ability to help shows sell tickets. We never did that before. And again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate Bill and his team to join this just absolutely incredible journey with us.
First up is what, CIAA?
CIAA,
you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
We don't have a choice. Promised the mayor, shook his hand, so we don't have a choice. Then we shut down, just like you would. We were talking about this. You build a new house, have a little bit of a punch list. We'll shut down and get some nuts and bolts put in place, and then we'll have April 7th. It'll be Bruce Springsteen, and we don't stop.
gosh.
I mean, it doesn't stop. Around the clock, just events. It's going to be phenomenal.
Before we go, there's one part of the arena that's not getting renovated, and that's you. You've been around since.
Yeah.
Could you just explain to people that you didn't come in the front office?
No, I actually started as a building electrician, and I think I just I won by attrition. I wore everyone out, and they left me. They just got sick of hearing me complain and put me in charge. And here I am right now.
Well, after my days of Ringling Brothers and then going to see Sesame Street on Ice, I'm looking forward to seeing more things out of you guys.
Absolutely.
Good to see you, man.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for
Appreciate it.
everything.
Thank you
Good to
very
see
much.
Good for coming. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate it.
Thank you for your support.